It's too early on a Sunday morning and we're both kind of sleepy. And we're going to walk to the bus, to take a bus, to take another bus to the bus station, and then we're going to get on a bus and we are going to go all the way up from the center of Guatemala, where we are now, all the way to Livingston, to the Caribbean Sea. Que emoción! How exciting. It's a nice fresh morning, a few people out and about. One observation I do have is that almost everything around here does have barbed wire on the top of the walls, or some sort of extra protection. It's noticeable. What you got there, Jessica?
Raspado. I mean, that's what it's called in Mexico. I have no idea how it's called here. It's just ice with a flavor. It's so hot. We feel like in an hornito, which is an oven. Oven.
What was I going to say? So it's about 11 a.m. in the morning in Livingston.
Yeah.
We're on the Caribbean coast of Guatemala. We have just stayed at our hotel. What are your first impressions of Livingston?
The place is a little bit dirty. It's pretty and there's no one here, which is weird. But at the same time it's nice, so we can have the place for ourselves.
Yeah. There's a few English names around and stuff. We've already heard some non-Spanish spoken, which I think is mosquito.
Yeah.
we're going to walk into Livingston and see
The
how
people.
exactly. We're going to see what that place is like. Oh, and then later on we're going to go check out some waterfalls. So here in Livingston, there's a very different... As you can hear, it's a little bit difficult to understand me in this restaurant, so I redid a voiceover in post-production. Guatemala as a whole is mainly mixed race or indigenous, but between 1 and 2% of Guatemala's population has African descent, and the vast majority of these people live on the Caribbean coast. They are mainly two populations. The first group descend from people who were bought as slaves to the British West Indies hundreds of years ago, and they mainly speak English. The second group is the Garifuna. They are a mixture of those African slaves and the native Carib and Arawakan people. They were deported by the British from St. Vincent and Dominica, and subsequently have spread all along the coast from Belize to Nicaragua. The Garifuna have their own language, a mixture of indigenous Arawakan and Carib languages, French, English, and Spanish. They also have their own religious practices, a syncretic mix of Amerindian, African, and Catholic elements, and their own music and dance. So we had a little look around. Oh, you okay? So we had a little look around Livingston, or Livingston. Should I call it Livingston or Livingston?
Livingston.
Like it's an English name.
Livingston.
This morning, and now we're going on a little walk all the way down the beach to a place called Siete Altares, 7 altars. 7 altars, is that right?
Siete altares, yeah.
Some cascadas, some waterfalls that are...
We don't really know where they are.
We don't really know where they are, but we walk in and we've heard they're good.
Yeah.
And so we're going to have a little freshwater swim by the beach, I think. Not long after this, my camera broke. These underwater shots were too much for it, and my plan to make videos for the other Central American countries was over. So this is where we end. Guatemala is a difficult country. It ranks 31st out of 33 Latin American and Caribbean countries in the Human Development Index, and around 60% of the country's population lives in poverty. By some estimates, in the first half of 2019, around 250,000 Guatemalans left their country, which is around 1.5% of the population. One can only hope that the future of Guatemala will be better than its past.
Aunque en su presencia Trump ha enfrentado la necesidad de emergencia de 4 huracanes y no en septiembre de